Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena action. My last two runs were Warlock and Hunter, so I'm forced to play Mage. I don't really mind. Mage is a strong class, much as I hate playing against it. And I actually have fewer Mage runs than any other class, so this will really balance out my spread a little bit. Starting out here with a rare, as always. Not really going to go for this Arcanist or the Counterspell. We'll take the Kodo. He usually finds a use, although I have my beef with that card. Okay, well, here we could take the Shield Bearer, but I'm actually tempted by the Reckless Rocketeer. I've been growing, like, some oddly strange respect for this card. As a mage, if you're going to try to burn people out with fireballs, it's nice to have an extra sort of bad fireball in your pocket here. It's 6 mana instead of 4 and 5 damage instead of 6, but it does stick around. We'll try it out. I mean, that was a pretty mediocre pick regardless. Arcane Missile's not a bad card. I'm going to take the Acolyte, though. Mages can shoot their own Acolytes and draw extra cards, perhaps. Here we could have another chance for Counterspell, but I'm going to take Imp Master instead. Don't like the Abomination, as I always say. Frostbolt, more or less unpassable. Very, very strong card. Here we have a mediocre 2 or 3 drop. Let's take Arcane Missiles here. And, I'll take the Raging Organ over the Warrior. I prefer the not suckiness over the Taunt. Don't mind Ascension Shield Master, but I can't really pass on Polymorph. It's a very good removal spell. Here we don't have Ascension. Alas. Okay, I guess it's going to be the Guardian. I'm not desperate enough for 2 drops to take Mad Bomber yet. Here the only playable card is the Wraith, so that's got to get taken. Arcane Explosion or Razorfin Hunter is the question. I've already got 3 drops. I don't think I need more. This is a sucky card. Yeah, we're taking Arcane Explosion. I played with it last time. Was not a fan. Not a fan of Arcane Explosion. Gotta be honest. Sonocker's very strong. Oh, Boulder Fist Ogre versus second Polymorph. It's got to be the second Polymorph, although that was a tight call. Alright, now we can take Mirror Image, which is great. In general, just a good card. It becomes really great if you can get a Mana Worm. Cone of Cold is strong, though. You know, I have so many spells. Let's get some Mirror Images, even though they're not real creatures. Now we can go for the offensive Panther or the more sort of defensive Farseer here with the healing. Let's go for the Panther. Let's go for the offense. Geomancer makes the Arcane Explosion actually playable, which is nice. Ice Lance. Lord. I've got really shitty 2 drops. These are not very good to play on turn 2, so I will actually take the Bloodfen Raptor. That might seem crazy because the Guardian's a better card, but I need to have 2 drops. Alright, well here I can take a Boulder Fist Ogre on a clear conscience. The only hesitation, maybe, you know, Mirror Image is very good with Cult Master. Cult Master could get me a lot of cards. Cult Master is good with Imp Master as well. So I could take the sort of conditional card drawer or the kind of unconditional awesome 6-drop. Now, also worth considering, actually, is the Spiteful Smith, which may seem crazy because it's got, you know, 3 less stat points than the Ogre, which is a little bit more than you'd want to get for a 1-mana difference, but it fits in my curve better, and I have had quite a number of times happen where I'm holding a bunch of 6-drops in my hand on turn 5, and I got nothing to play on turn 5. So the Spiteful Smith is also a consideration. Boy, is this tough. I mean, I hate passing on Boulder Fist Ogres. They do just win you games. But the card draw from this could be great. At the same time, if I get it, I don't have any minions to play, I could just be in trouble. I gotta follow my heart here. What does my heart tell me? My heart tells me go for the Smith. Fill out your curve. That's tough, though. That was a tough call. Okay, Dark Iron Dwarf is really good with Mirror Image, and it's a little bit more unconditional than the Cult Master, so we'll take it there. Blizzard is pretty much unpassable, especially when you're not wielding any Flame Strikes. Water Elemental, so fucking overpowered. I just say that every time. I'm not actually angry. This is just what I say for that card. Alright, I don't want 2 Kodos. 1 Kodo sometimes doesn't do anything. 2 certainly seems weird. We'll take the Arcane Golem here over the Twilight Drake. Fits in my curve. Granted, 3 drops, you know, probably not going to be playing it on turn 3, but I will, against some classes, play that on turn 3. And it also gives me a little bit of reach potential. Flame Strike, kind of hard to pass by. I wish I'd taken the other Ogre. Do I take another Smith? This is starting to get a bit expensive. But what is this stuff? This stuff is a junk. Now, Elven Archer for a Mage is almost playable because you can combo it with your hero ability for extra damage. I'm taking another Smith, though. It's just a big dude. Okay, well, I still don't want this Tauren Warrior. Thanks for giving me 6 of them, game. Nor do I want Icelands. What is it with Icelands and Tauren motherfucking Warriors? We'll take Elven Archer here, I guess. Fireball, yep. It's gotta happen. So I didn't get any Mana Worms. I'm therefore not that thrilled with Mirror Image number 2. There's really not that much synergy with this because I didn't take Cult Master. So gosh, I'm taking a 6-drop. Guess it's another Reckless Rocketeer. Ah, there's a Mana Worm. Lovely dovely. And Auctioneer, very expensive, but I got 2 1-mana spells and a couple of 2-mana spells. I could pull this off. Although, God, do I really want to take another 5-drop? Jesus. I don't think I do. Crazed Alchemist? Jesus. Oh man, I'm gonna have a hard time getting cards off this guy. This is not a very spell heavy deck, is the problem. Alright, go for curve. Tough call, tough call. I know some people would have taken Gadgetzan Auctioneer there, because he's the better card than the Crazed Alchemist, but I mean, I would have taken an Azure Drake, no question, because that's unconditional card draw, but the Auctioneer, just not 100% sure I could get any cards off of him. So, yeah, I took a Spiteful Smith over a Cult Master since I ended up taking another Spiteful Smith. It's not something I wanted to do, but it was the only playable card in the pack. I do wish I had that Cult Master now instead, if I could see the future, of course. Well, if I could see the future, I probably wouldn't be playing Hearthstone. I'd just be making billions of dollars in the stock market. Is that the best way to make money if you can see the future, the stock market? Like, do some kind of short-term trading? No, actually, if I could see the future, I think I'd probably make money, let's think about this. Could you do a lottery? No, because you can't really pick what numbers you're getting, can you? Or can you? Are there lotteries where you can pick what numbers you get? It's a tough question. Maybe poker? Could you see the future? Yeah, seeing the future, like you could see what hand your opponent reveals. Yeah, that would be a way. All right, yeah, that was a really good tangent. So notice I don't play Elven Archer on turn 1. That's silly. We're up against a Paladin, so at the very least this can kill reinforcement, but it's going to be even better than that. My opponent's expecting me to Fire Blast this. Actually, why don't I just Fire Blast it? What's the point of playing Elven Archer again? Well, it puts a minion on the board, I guess. And now my opponent, Malva the Paladin, guys, who plays Elven Archer? The answer is people who didn't get anything better to do. If he makes a recruit, I'll be happy to throw the Elven Archer at it, so I can play a 3-drop. I think Fire Blasting this thing right now is kind of silly. Let's just play the Worgen. Well, the nice thing about Worgen against a Paladin is that now if he makes a recruit, well, he can't. I can just turn on Wind Fury against it. Now, he is the second player. He's got the coin, so he can Hammer of Wrath or True Silver Champion. I'd much rather see Hammer of Wrath than True Silver Champion because that gives him an extra card. But I'm already a card up thanks to Elven Archer. Well, no, not true. I killed Leper Gnome with Elven Archer, then I lost the Elven Archer to a recruit. Wow, he actually goes ahead and just makes the recruit anyway. That means presumably he has a way to kill this. Otherwise, there's no way in hell he would ever do that. Yeah, let's just friggin' go for it. So Dark Iron Dwarf, whackity dackety, and then we still get the damage there. So I've got a 4-2 Wind Fury and a 4-4. Let's see how my opponent deals with it. I mean, with 4 mana, a Paladin pretty much can't deal with this. He can kill one, but not the other. He can True Silver Champion or Hammer of Wrath to take out this. Again, I'd rather see Hammer of Wrath, because I don't really care about him getting a card advantage. This is actually alright. It still pounds him for 2. Shield Bearer is not impressive. I am not impressed. Malva the Paladin, I am not impressed. Alright, this is a really strong start. Arcane Missile is not even worth playing. Let's just drop our Spiteful Smith. Now, I don't know if this was the one I picked in the bad pack, or if this is what I picked over the Cult Master or the Boulder Fist Ogre, but it's better than either one of those. So we kill this, like so, we kill that, like so, and we hit him in the face. It's one of the longest I've ever seen a Raging Worgen stick around. Now he's got a 4-6 to deal with. Paladin's very bad at dealing with 4-6s. Very difficult thing for him to take down. I got a Sunwalker coming down the pike. Also, a difficult card for Paladins to deal with. This is a lot of power on the board to be dealing with when you're empty. When you have an empty board as a Paladin, he is in lots of trouble.
I wonder.
Capital T, capital B, trouble. Outdoor Peacekeeper, he's got a lot of humility effects. This is a really good minion mopper, which I'm okay with. So here, let's just go ahead and kill the recruit, kill the Peacekeeper, swing for 2 damage. And I could do the Imp Master and the Panther, but that would be opening me up a little bit to Consecration. The Spiteful Smith is enraged. Obviously that is irrelevant. There's like almost literally no way for a mage to get a weapon. Not impossible. There's a couple of different ways it could happen. But like if the Paladin plays Tyrion Forge and you steal it with Sylvanas or Mind Control Tech and then you die, I mean that's one way you could do it. Polymorph is not worth using on a Guardian of Kings. What's the alternative way I have of killing it? I could pop my Divine Shield for it. I could pop my Divine Shield and Arcane Missile plus Fire Blast would do the job. I could ignore him till 4, 5, 9, 11 damage. The issue with polymorphing this is that if he plays something later, I might have trouble dealing with it. But then again, I'll have the board, so really, might as well just do this. Spend my turn killing the thing off. Swing for 11 damage. See what my opponent has to say for himself. I could Arcane Missile for 3 damage to the face. Don't think it's quite necessary to do that yet. Consecration wouldn't be the worst thing. He'd finally kill this and this. And pop the Divine Shield off of that. Lots of desperation play dropping this Null here. Obviously, I can just kill it in a number of ways. Flame Strike is a way of doing things. Let's see if I Flame Strike. I'll have again, what is this, 8, 10, 11 damage. She'd be at 5 health. Down to 2 health with Arcane Missiles. Yeah, let's just do that. Whatever. This team is fine.
Justice shall prevail.
So he's dead in 2 turns to Fire Blast. If he plays a Justice for some healing, obviously my minions are still enough to kill him. Should be the win. And it all started with MVP Elven Archer. Holy Light! Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're seeing one of these. So he's playing with Humility, Holy Light, and then he's got the Lord of the Arena. Not good enough, unfortunately. I don't think I even need this Reckless Rocketeer. I just said Reckless Rocketeer. I actually do need the Reckless Rocketeer. This is a little bit overkill. I don't know why I'm attacking with those minions. That was a mistake. I should have just played the Reckless Rocketeer to kill Lord of the Arena. That would have been much faster. But anyway. Hope he doesn't think I was bad-mannered. I just wasn't counting my arithmetic carefully. I thought I could win, but I was actually only getting him down to 1 health with all my stuff on the board. Okay, cool. I only played 1 minion that cost 2 or less that game. Wow, that's hilarious. That was, of course, the MVP Elven Archer. Good start to the arena. What do I think of the deck? Card quality is fine. It's got 2 polymorphs and a fireball and flame strike and a blizzard, so the removal suite's fine. There's a frostbolt in there. Not too many spells, which is the bane of some mage decks, to have too many spells, so you don't have any minions to play. The minions I play are mostly unconditional. Yeah, it seems fine. I don't see this going to 12, but it seems fine. I wouldn't be upset if this didn't make it to 7, but I would be upset if it didn't make it to 5. Karas, the Mage, capital letters, nice. Geomancer, I don't want to play that on turn 2, but I will if I don't get anything better. My deck is a little bit expensive, so I'm not that keen on throwing away 2 drops. Alright, I think she mulliganed just 1 card, if I saw that correctly. Well, we've got our curve, 2, 3, 4. This is actually not even that bad of a curve. It's a very, other than this guy, non-disruptive hand, so I can't do much if she plays things that I need to kill. Ooze is fine. If she had played a 2-3, that would have been annoying. I wouldn't have been able to play the Geomancer, but as it is, this is okay. Got my MVP Elven Archer. I don't care that I didn't have her on turn 1, because obviously would not have played her on turn 1. That would be silly. Silly willy-nilly. Frostbolt my Geomancer, will ya? Will ya? Will ya Frostbolt my Geomancer? Now I could Elven Archer Fire Blast this, but that seems a bit silly. Let's just go ahead and play the Panther. Nice thing about this being all stealthy is I can drop this down, and then maybe next turn I can Elven Archer Fire Blast this, or perhaps Stormwind Knight, kill the Ooze. Oh, lame. So lame. This is actually... ball sacks. This is actually a really annoying card right here. Because if I play the Stormwind Knight and kill the Acidic Swamp Ooze, then the Golem can actually kill my Stormwind Knight and live to tell about it. And a 2-1 unpopped Harvest Golem is the most annoying thing. Now, if I pop the Golem with my Panther, then I'm in trouble because if I, again, do the Stormwind Knight to kill the Ooze, the damaged Golem kills my Stormwind Knight. I'm not getting ahead. I'm not falling behind, but I'm not getting ahead. Oh, gosh. I hate everything. I could play the Acolyte, use the Panther to kill the Ooze, and then I've got the Acolyte holding up against the Golem, which is very annoying for the opponent to deal with. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that, we'll do that, we'll do that. So I'm going to trade my 3-drop for her 2-drop. I'm not going to play either of these. Just pass the turn. Really no point playing a Mana Worm here. It's probably going to die to the Golem. So she doesn't really want to Fire Blast and kill the Acolyte. And what she wants to do is play a motherfucking overpowered Water Elemental. Well, I wouldn't mind having a Water Elemental myself, but alas, can't have everything that we want sometimes. Let's draw a card first. Fireball or a Polymorph will 100% go on the Water Elemental's face. Didn't get it. However, this is actually fine. They are bend to my command. Someone told me that what she says is they will bend to my command. I just don't hear it. I hear they are bend to my command, like the most ungrammatical orc ever. They are bend to my command. I are going to store. They are feed my cat while I go out of town to the work conference. Anyway, this is a bit of a tricky thing to deal with, but if she has a Fireball or a Polymorph, obviously she can just launch it at the Spiteful Smith and move on with her life. I can play Sunwalker next turn, although against mages, Sunwalkers, of course, are not quite as good as you might like. Oh, no, she got a 6/6. Well, she's going to freeze me, so I'm really low on health. Observe, please. My health is, observe, very low. I can do this for 5 damage. Doesn't quite kill the Frostwolf Warrior, alas. And I don't have the mana left over to play Elven Archer. I can play the Stormwind Knight to kill the Golem and then use the Acolyte to finish off the Golem, but then I'm not able to deal with this thing. I have 2 mana left. Yeah, it's just not enough. Balls. I have to kill this. I have to kill this. So we're going to run the Acolyte in here. Draw a card. Wow. Did I really have 2 Reckless Rocketeers? I don't think that was right. I don't know why that happened. So we kill that. We kill this. My opponent can now hit me for 5. I'm at 12. I'm 2 fireballs away from death. Ah, that sucks. I mean, Sunwalker I could have played, but it just would have died to ping plus the Frostwolf Warlord. I don't know. Maybe I should have done that anyway. Oh, geez. Maybe I should have played the Mana Worm way back in the day. No, she's going to kill off my Spiteful Smith. That's really good news, actually, believe it or not, because that means she's not killing me, and I'd much rather have this happen than lose the game. And oh, there's another Water Elemental. Ball sack Christ is all I got to say to that. So, this is interesting. I could give this guy 3 health, which doesn't help. No, it just doesn't help. Balls. Well, I could do 3 health, Stormwind Knight, Elven Archer, but no, it's just not good. Just not good for my health. All right, what we have to do is this for the king. We can kill this Water Elemental. Unfortunately, that means we're frozen. And then ping this off. I'm going to play a Mana Worm. Now, the reason I'm playing Mana Worm, yeah, it's going to die to Water Elemental, but I'm actually doing fine on cards against this woman. I just don't want her hitting my face. I don't want her burning me out. That's all I just, like, really care about. So I'm hoping she's afraid of this Mana Worm enough that she, like, stops to kill it instead of hitting me in the face. Okay, she gets a card, and it's a pretty big body. 4/4 is no laughing matter at this time. She will kill the Mana Worm. Okay, good. She's going to ping this, try to kill it. Fine. I don't really mind. It is okay. Arcane Missile's not helpful. Crazed Alchemist makes this thing have 3 health. Not helpful. Reckless Rocketeer would let me kill off either one of these things. However, then I don't have anything else to do. Balls. I can make this a 2/5 charger with the Crazed Alchemist. That doesn't help. Okay. We're gonna play it. I just need to kill her stuff. I need to try to hang on for dear life. So, Crazed Alchemist not really playable. An Archer serves no purpose. Yeah. I guess we're pinging that Water Elemental. And calling it a day. So now she's actually doing fine on cards thanks to the Azure Drake being a 2-for-1 for her. So now she actually has 7 cards to my 6, and she's way ahead on life. She's got full health to my half health. She just got off to a leaping start this game, and I wasn't able to hang in there. Monkey is kind of an irritation. But I could kill it pretty easily with Crazed Alchemist, Elven Archer. And then I still have enough mana to play the Sunwalker. That's what we have to do. That's what we gotta do. We gotta do it, folks. There's a lot of bad things that could happen, but Gotta take our chances. This is holding the fort here. Fireballs and Pyroblast. Fireball, Frostbolt, she wins, but she's at full health. Oh man, she has all day to draw a couple of burn spells. I don't have any life gain. I don't think I saw any in the draft. Maybe I passed the Priestess of Elune. I don't think I did, though. I don't think I passed any Farseers either. These water elementals are just... They should be a 2-6. It should be a 2-6. Now that they freeze through armor, there's no reason for them to be a 3-6. It should be a 2-6. You pay your stat point to have your ability. It's a very strong ability. Lots of health on a form and a minion. Yeah, it should be a 2-6. Because before, having it be a 2-6 would have been bad because warriors armor up would stop the water elemental from freezing warriors. But now that you can freeze through armor, there's no point. She pings up the Divine Shield, and what you gonna do? Call Ghostbusters? Play Cult Master, so she's gonna lose the water elemental to the Sunwalker. But she lost a Frostbolt there as well. The Frostbolt didn't go at my face, which makes me very happy. Oh man, I could actually win this potentially now. So we kill... Well, let me think about this before we rush hastily to any conclusions. Why should I lose my minions? Well, this thing's on borrowed time, so this is the thing I should kill. Let's do that. That. Do I waste the Kodo just for a 3-5? I'll take my chance. When you're behind, take risks. I'm going to take a risk that she plays something like a Gorobashi Berserker and I can kill it and come out way ahead. Flame Strike. Well, it's a good thing I didn't play the Kodo because it would have been dead. Knife Juggler does not die to Stampeding Kodo, motherfucker. Alright, well, we can Arcane Missile and probably kill the Knife Juggler. 1 in 8 chance that the Knife Juggler will survive. Nope, it's dead. Do I play the Stampeding Kodo now? Nope, gotta go for it. Gotta go for her playing something that I can kill with this Kodo. I don't think I can win if I just play a 3-5. She's at 26 health. It's too much health. Windfury Harpy does not die to Stampeding Kodo, so there's our Polymorph. Unfortunately, having to get used up. Can I please get a minion I can actually play? Bloodfen Raptor. Oh my gosh, that could have been something better. Could have been something a lot better. Well, it hits just as hard as the Kodo does, so she needs to answer it. But she's got 5 cards to my 3, soon to be 4, and I'm way low on health. I'm really in trouble. Knife Juggler number 2! That's not good. That will die to the Kodo. At least please miss my Raptor. Thank you. Please miss my Raptor. No, my Raptor's dead. Now, there's no point in playing the Kodo because I can just Blizzard and kill all of her stuff, which is what I have to do. Blizzard or Flame Strike is the question. I think you gotta keep your Flame Strike for later, because the Flame Strike does more damage. I'd rather kill something later than freeze it later. She will not play anything the Kodo can kill, except, of course, when I need to kill everything with a Blizzard anyway. MVP Nightblade, a little bit scary. Now a Fireball does just win her the game, and I have to use a Flame Strike to kill this. Otherwise, I'm dead. Unless I get Frostbolt. Polymorph. What's better to use to kill that? A Polymorph or a Flame Strike? I'm going to actually use Flame Strike here. She doesn't have that many cards, so I doubt the board's going to get flooded. And I might as well save the Polymorph in case she plays something bigger, like a Boulder Fist Ogre or Archmage Leonidas or something. Ancient Mage will die to Stampeding Kodo. Thank the holy heavens. I'm dead in 5 turns. She's got a lot of turns to live. It's going to be really difficult for me to catch up. Alright, so Stampeding Kodo, Kadoosh, Mana Wraith. Hard to say whether I made the right call keeping the Kodo alive or not. I'm dead in 5 turns, or probably less if she draws a Frostbolt or anything. But you gotta stay in it. It's not impossible to win as long as it's not impossible. I'm going to give it a shot. Flame Strike clears my board. Alright, well, we're equal on cards. She had to ping my Kodo to kill it, so at least that was like buying me 1 more turn. I hate the fact that the Mage's hero ability can target the opponent, even as I do the same to her, because I'd have a much higher chance of surviving if she couldn't just ping me down. The Imp Master's not a bad card, but it's not dealing very much damage, and that's a problem, because I need to deal damage. I need like one of my Reckless Rocketeers or something. Oh, geez, well, that's getting polymorphed. She's going for the face, which is totally correct. Because now I'm dead if I don't have an answer. It so happens I do have an answer. But I'm Didn't necessarily need to have an answer, or it wasn't a guaranteed thing that I would have an answer. Alrighty. Boom! Alright, it's gonna be funny because like I'm going all this way and then she's just gonna frostbolt kill me or something, but still, not impossible to win, therefore I will keep on plugging away. Blizzard or Flame Strike will clear my board again, then she'll have 2 cards to 0. Lord of the Arena, not too big of a deal, I can actually kill it with this Arcane Golem. Water, no! Not Water Elemental, where's my Fireball? That's not Fireball. Oh, okay, this is fine, this holds me in there. Now I gotta do this. This. Swingity dingity dongity doo. Man, right about now I really wish I had a Pyroblast, but never saw it in the draft. Probably wouldn't have taken it. I pass Pyroblast quite frequently. So these guys bind me 1 turn or less. The Dark Iron Dwarf makes no difference. It's just a 4/4 body. She kills a Mirror Image. Abusive Sergeant makes no difference. Okay. She's going to ping the Mirror Image if she knows what's good for her. No, that's I think she made a mistake. Should have pinged the Mirror Image. That way she could have pinged it off next turn and then had the kill. Okay, let's think very carefully about the situation. We can deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. It's not enough to kill her, so I have to kill her stuff. If she uses the Abusive Sergeant to kill this. Well, if she uses the Dark Iron Dwarf to kill this. Okay. The question is, do I need to kill the Dark Iron Dwarf, or just can I kill the Abusive Sergeant with my Fire Blast? Let's see. Fire Blast this, Dark Iron Dwarf on this guy. Because, yeah, I can't let her leave these alive, otherwise the Water Elemental kills. The Mirror Image and the Dark Iron Dwarf is the kill. So I do need to kill the Dark Iron Dwarf. So yeah, we're going to do this. This. Mirror Image is the only thing standing between me and death. And pass the turn. She got a Fireball to win the game. Alright, well, I was gonna lose. Let's give her a well played. So thanks for watching that. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to help me out. And stay tuned. The rest of the games are going to be coming up soon. I'll see you in just a bit.